anyone see the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, both of them? Which one did you like better? I haven't seen the new one either.
The new one's
One.
compared to the old one.
Compared to the old one.
Modern music where
Oh, is it modern music?
Oh,
Is it?
Yeah, that's really weird.
it's like rap, modern rap.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Kind of like that.
Well,
I actually thought part of it we had to go to
oh, that's right. Well, today we're going to talk about the characters in The Great Gatsby. And actually, what you are going to do is you're going to pick one character that you really, really liked or you really, really didn't like. Okay, so it's an extreme. Okay, because why would I say that I want you to pick an extreme character? You can get a lot out of an extreme character. Why? Okay, they might do crazy stuff, but it's going to be somebody that you remember. Okay, so even if you think back in your past about friends or family, the people that you remember most are probably the people that you really cared about and loved, or maybe somebody that kind of rubbed you the wrong way, or maybe did something not nice to you. Okay, so that's why I want you to pick an extreme. Somebody in the middle might just sort of fade away in your head, but an extreme is going to really kind of stick out in your head. Okay, so be thinking about that, because what we're going to do is a character analysis. And I know that you did do, with Mrs. Evans, you did a character chart where you talked about how they're all related. Well, today we're going to talk about one character and what we either really liked about this character or what we did not like about this character. Okay, so while I'm kind of talking here, I want you guys to really think about a character that you really liked or did not like in The Great Gatsby. Has anyone in here ever done a character web?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll know what I'm talking about here. So, and this is what you're going to do on your paper, but don't do it yet because I'm going to show you how it's done first, okay? Your character is going to be in the middle, like this. So, for example, I love the Harry Potter book. Okay. The Harry Potter books. Who's read Harry Potter or seen the movie? Are you kidding me? What, 4 people, 5 people? Come on, don't be ashamed. You guys are familiar with Harry Potter, right? Kinda? Okay. Who are some of the characters in the Harry Potter book? Harry Potter, very good. Hermione. Okay. Ron. Snape.
McGonagall.
Okay.
Dumbledore.
Yep. Mrs. McGonagall. Dumbledore. Pardon me? Mad-Eye Moody. Hagrid. Oh, Hagrid. Maybe we should do Hagrid. Okay. Does everybody know who Hagrid is? Hagrid. Who's Hagrid? Somebody tell me who Hagrid is.
The groundskeeper.
Okay, he's the groundskeeper of Hogwarts. Okay, Hogwarts is the school that they all go to. Is Hagrid a good guy or a bad guy? Okay, he's a good guy. We're going to do a character web about Hagrid. He was one of my favorites. So what do we know about Hagrid? Okay, he's a giant. Isn't that right? He's a giant. Pardon? Oh, half giant. Thank you. So you're more of an expert than I am. Okay, you're half giant. Oh, that's right. Okay, now I remember. What else do we know about Hagrid? Oh, he is. He's gentle. Gentle. And how is he gentle? Not only would he be very gentle with, like, let's say, Eddie fell down or something, he would pick him up and help him out. But how else is he gentle? Pardon? He protects people. Very good. So he's a protector.
He loves animals.
Okay, and you see what I'm doing here, guys? We have it, he's gentle. Now we're going to say how he is. Okay, he protects people. I think someone said something else that refers to him as being gentle. Right, and we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
But I would say he's a gentle soul. Now, what does that mean? Okay, he's kind. Very good. Oh, is that a spider? Yeah. Isn't that really ironic?
Yeah.
What is it about spiders that Hagrid is into? Okay, he helps a big, huge spider in the... No, we're going to leave him there. That could be Aragog. Does anyone know who Aragog is? Okay, Aragog is the spider in the forest that Hagrid helped out. Oh my goodness, that is just so bizarre. Yay. Okay, where is he?
He's
Oh,
up
there.
there.
Where? Okay. Hi, Aragog. Okay, so we said that he's gentle, he's a kind soul.
There you go.
Bye, Aragog. And then Josh said that he loves animals.
There he goes. He's coming for you.
So, so not only, and this is what is interesting about Hagrid, is not only is he the groundskeeper, but that's a perfect job for him. Why is that a perfect job for him?
Because he knows every single part of the castle.
He knows every single part of the castle, but let's look at our web. What's interesting about him being a groundskeeper? He takes care of the grounds of Hogwarts, right? What else does he take care of?
Animals, the king.
Okay, he takes care of animals, he takes care of the people, and he really is a caregiver. Okay, so that would be a really good word to describe Hagrid. Pardon me?
He's coming.
Well, I don't know, it's nice to be a shoulder.
Really?
Yeah, there he is. He's a caregiver. I think that's a really good way to describe Hagrid. Don't you think? Okay. Let's talk a little bit about how he loves animals, and then we're going to go on to the next step.
He has a lot of them.
Pardon?
He has a lot of them.
Okay, he has a lot of them. He has his dog is Fang,
Yeah.
and Fang is a big. What kind of dog is he? Is it Saint Bernard?
No, she made it up. It's like called Hound or something.
Oh, okay, okay. And he looks scary, but he's like the biggest.
Like in the movie, it's like a bull mastiff.
Yeah, he's kind of a wood scary cat. Yeah, not that scary cat. Okay, so he has his own dog.
He has a
He's the professor of magical vehicles
Right. Okay. Good. And he's
in the third one.
yeah. And yeah, what is it called? Do you remember?
It's
He's a professor.
The care of magical creatures.
Care of
Oh,
magical
care of
creatures.
magical creatures. Okay. And isn't that interesting? Again, care. And the interesting thing about Hagrid, though, is he does really well with the animals, but he does well with people too. But he doesn't always do well when they're together in the same area. Because wasn't it Malfoy who got hurt? But he deserved it. I'm sure. Okay, so after we do our our character web, we're going to take all this information and we're going to write a paragraph from the information that we have. So how might I start doing this? Okay, I might start the sentence. If you guys don't mind raising your hands, go ahead, raise your hand. Okay, Eddie.
Start out with the loser of first, like gentle, love animals.
Okay, so first start with maybe some more, some narrower topics, and then expand on that. Is that what you're saying, Eddie? Okay. So, does anyone know what a topic sentence is? Well, everyone in here should know what a topic sentence is. Kind of like a thesis. Okay, your starting sentence. What is the starting sentence or the topic sentence usually say about the paragraph?
It's going to be interesting.
Okay, whether it's going to be interesting or not, that's a matter of opinion, right? Okay, but no, and it's what. Say it again. It's what it's about. Very good. So the topic sentence tells us what the paragraph is about. Okay? And whether or not it's interesting, like I love Hagrid, so if I read a topic sentence that says Hagrid is a great guy and I love Hagrid, then I'm probably going to want to read that. But if you don't like Hagrid, then you may not want to read it. Anyway, okay, so we're going to start with the topic sentence. So we know that our web is about Hagrid. Okay? So our topic sentence is going to be about Hagrid. So what might we say in our first sentence? He is a half giant. Yeah. But let's say that you are writing this paragraph for someone who doesn't know anything about Hagrid or Harry Potter or anything.
So like, one-
Okay, very good. Hagrid is a character. And we're going to say novel series because there's so many of them. Okay? So Hagrid is a character in the novel series Harry Potter. Okay, so that tells us something about Hagrid. What might we write next in our paragraph? Okay, something off the west. What do you think? What should we write? Okay, Daniel and John. Yeah, Daniel and John. Yes, that is.
He's a kind soul, gentle, and kind.
Okay.
Three things he is.
He is a kind. Why don't we say he is a kind? Why don't we do this? Let's just say in a sentence, because we don't want to put too much in one sentence. Let's say he is a kind, or he is. Actually, no, that's good. He is a kind and gentle. Half giant. Now I know that Mrs. Evans has taught all of you things, how to show and not tell. So in these first two sentences, I have told you about Hagrid. And now we'd like a sentence that shows us something about Hagrid. Yes, sir.
He is a warm-hearted kid.
Okay. You're on the right track. So he's a caregiver of Hogwarts, of the animals, and most of the animals probably on the ground. So we might say something about that, because that shows us a little bit about him. Does anyone remember anything that happened in the movies that shows us that he's a caregiver? Okay.
The one that birds.
Yeah, the Buckbeak.
Yeah, I see.
And what happened with him? I don't remember.
They took him because they went back in time. Harry and Hermione took him, but they had him chained up. They were going to kill him. And Hagrid was crying really bad because he didn't want that to happen.
Right. And didn't Buckbeak at one point get hurt and Hagrid nursed him back to health?
No, he never got hurt.
in the second one.
It is. Did Hagrid nurse him back to health?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just say that happened. Okay. Let's just say that happened. I don't remember what that happened or not. Because I was the expert. It doesn't matter. It's a good example to show what I'm trying to illustrate here. So, what do you remember? What happened that he got hurt?
I didn't get it right. I don't think.
No, he never did.
Okay.
I mean, he came back and
Because after they stole him, in the next movies, Harry's godfather had him. Because at the end of the movie, they let Harry's godfather take him.
Oh wait. You know what? No, you know the better one is Aragog. Because it doesn't take care of Aragog and Aragog's family. Okay. So here, the way we can illustrate that he's kind and gentle. We can say, for example, and this is how we are showing that Hagrid is a kind and gentle half giant. Mrs. Evans, what example does he do for Aragog?
Aragog is in the forest, the Forbidden Forest,
Right.
and he continues to go out there and provide him food and make sure that he's okay because he was getting old and sick.
Right.
So he was just kind of taking care of him, kind of like how he did with his full
I know,
brother.
Aragog's not nice, but we're talking about Heather.
Yeah. Just like he took care of his half brother,
Oh,
Guap,
Oh, okay.
when he
okay. Yep.
brought him back. Yep.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, for example, Hagrid provides food. Does he also provide protection?
Oh, yeah, you put them in the forest.
Okay,
Yeah,
that is
that
kind of a protective environment.
Mhm.
Okay. Food and protection. Although, it doesn't seem to me as if he needs much protection.
Yeah, try to
Food and protection. Oops, I'm getting a little out of here. Sorry. For Aragog and his family. Okay, so even though, if someone were to read this paragraph, even though they hadn't read the book, they're gonna know a little something about Hagrid before they read the book. Okay? And that's what you are going to do. You're going to think about a character in The Great Gatsby that you really liked or really did not like. You're going to create a web, and with that information, you're going to write a paragraph about your character. Now, this paragraph is kind of short, it's only 3 sentences. Yours is going to be 7, 8 sentences. Okay, so I want to know 7 or 8 things about your character. So, has anyone thought of a character that they wanna write about? Yes, Josh. Who's your character?
I think we did.
Daisy. Okay. Now, are you choosing Daisy because you really liked her, or because you really didn't like her? You really didn't like her. Okay. Who else? Miranda? Do you have one that you're gonna?
Yeah.
What I would suggest now is you find someone in the class who is going to write about the same character that you're going to write about, and together talk about that character. And you can create a web together. Now, I want each of you to have your own web, but if you have some of the same traits, that's okay. Okay, so Miranda and Josh, you might want to work together. If you feel like you can do it on your own and you don't need that. Now me, I'm the kind of person who likes to talk about things and process them. So I would need that. If you think you can do it on your own, that's fine too.
Can we say who we're doing to the department of?
Absolutely.
Alright, that's where we're.
Okay, so Josh is going to Daisy. Miranda? Daisy, okay. Oh, Zach? Oh, you haven't read the book yet, have you? No, okay. Eddie?
Nah.
You're going to do Gatsby himself. How about you? Daisy, okay. Daniel?
I'm gonna do Gatsby.
Gatsby? John? Gatsby? Daisy? Brett? Gatsby? Cody? You don't know yet? Yes, making a web first. That is the pre-writing and the writing process. Austin? Gatsby? Okay. You're both doing Tom. Okay. Did you really like him or really didn't like him?
I did not like him.
Anybody, what do you guys think of Myrtle?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's not a whole lot, you don't really know a whole lot about her, so that wouldn't be one to pick, but she was always one that stuck out in my mind. Okay, so go ahead and get started on your web.
Okay.
So I think we got the plan, right?